My name is Ruben Camp. I am the founder and CEO of Darkhorse Tech and the son and nephew of a dentist, and that's how I got pulled into this crazy world. I'm sure all of you have some similar story about getting sucked into this world. But I worked for Benco out of college and worked on developing my IT skill set and started Darkhorse to provide a more white glove approach to IT support for dentists. Cloud computing services are very appealing to multi-site practices because we're talking about being able to leverage size in multiple locations to impact how much they have to ultimately spend on their practice management software. So these practices really like having a cloud portal, a central cloud merge portal. So they have one location to go into and they can see all their practices. We have some practices that are 90 sites and in a central cloud. They just log in, there it is. And we have some 3 to 5 site DSOs, 15 site DSOs. It works honestly across the board. And fun fact, cloud means a server not in your office, right? So you could have a server at home and it's technically cloud. But we work with the largest company in the world as of today, Microsoft. We use their Azure platform and we get the best cost structure there so we can pass that along to our clients. So Microsoft has data centers all around the country. So if you're a dentist in Texas or a dentist in Virginia, we're gonna pick the closest servers, the cloud servers to your practice so you get the highest level of speed. Any local practice, you will still have a firewall, and that firewall connection will be able to support that connection to the cloud. So you'll have a connection point locally at the office, that firewall. You'll actually also have what's called a virtual cloud firewall that it's directly connected to, ensuring that everything from point A to point B is encrypted at transit and at rest. Open Dental Cloud is a very easy platform to offer, and the reason why is it is the same version as the one that is locally running on your servers right now. So the transition is very simple, and that's why it's so popular. We are taking something that can run on a local server in your practice, and we are putting it on a Windows server in the sky, in the cloud, and making all those advanced connections so that you can leverage that. It's 2025. Leverage that new technology that's available to your practice. Moving to Open Dental Cloud for DSOs is a really popular option because it allows DSOs to standardize, right? And DSOs are those multi-site facilities that have process, have standard operating procedures, and by taking, for example, a 20-site DSO that has Dentrix here and Eaglesoft here and Open Dental there, and standardizing on something, it allows them to leverage centralized services like call centers, insurance verifications, and work as efficiently as possible. And that is a major advantage over an individual practice. How to minimize disruptions during a migration is first, we ask, hey, when you open, right? And sometimes there is no downtime available and we have to get creative and do weekend project work. But if you're like a lot of our clients and you're closed Friday afternoons, our team does work from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. So most of the time we can start on a Friday afternoon and be ready to go by Monday morning. Open Dental Cloud is one of the most customizable tools there is. Now, Open Dental does have this small internal offering that is closed, but we don't have any clients on that. We do work currently with 1,400 practices and we don't have a single one on that. So we'll stick to what we call the Open Dental Cloud. And every single third-party integration that is listed on their website, it does support integration there. And if you are one of those DSOs that likes to tinker around and develop your own tools, Microsoft Power BI, you can go to town and even integrate with a custom solution. Cloud-based solutions are really made for practices that are looking to grow and standardize. If you're used to having multiple different systems in multiple different locations and you're running around and you're wondering why things aren't working, standardization and process is really key to this. And the cloud provides that option by providing a centralized place for any staff member to log into that is the same across the office. You can leverage all of the great things that DSOs like to do to be the most efficient. Are you ready to get started going to the cloud? We have 3 cloud engineers on staff that are ready to talk you right through your existing environment, what it looks like from a migration standpoint. What does imaging software look like? How does your CPCT play into this? What do other DSOs do to leverage their size in terms of call centers and AI and insurance verification specialists? And what do we do for analytics? all of this stuff. It's probably the most fun part of my job, so please call us. We love to live and project into the future, and we'd love to hear from you.